Right, guys, welcome back. I'm just going to crack on from the last part because I'm recording back to back. So, what I said I was going to do, I was going to go and do this broom time trial thing. So, oh, never mind. Yeah, I ain't going doing that yet. Not a chance. Right, let's just do this one. So I think I'll go to the map chamber, have I? If I'm speaking to the portrait, yeah. So that's here.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Oh, nice. One thing I was sat thinking about,
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
that's down here, yeah. Oh, can I get in? Was that when I did the first trial? Anyway, sorry, back to what I was saying. I don't know if I had a bit of audio problem on my last video that I uploaded, so if it did sound a little bit different, I do apologise, guys. I think I'd accidentally knocked my microphone one time and it changed the slider along the bottom, like the gain, so I've adjusted it back to what it normally is now, so if there was any problems in the last one, I do apologise. Should be alright now though, with a bit of luck. Right, we've got to go and speak to Professor Fig. It's probably quicker if I just travel there, is it? Oh, what's that? Speak to the Hufflepuff in the astronomy wing. Let's have a look at this first. Side mission.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Was it what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline, Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Oh my god, I literally did these in a previous part that I uploaded.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour. But mum's the word.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I definitely did these. I've done
the
it.
Bells are just inside in the bell tower. The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
As if that was that done. Class. I'd already done it when I was just, when I was exploring. In one of the previous ones I'd uploaded, I think I'd gone right to the top of the tower. Just like looking for loot and that, really, basically. Ended up coming across them bells and I'd noticed they weren't on. I put them back up. Didn't know I'd actually needed to do that for a quest. Right, what else have we got? Right. Is there anything on me map? Anything close? Just to see if there's anything in any of the... Oh, there's one. Beating a curse. Rumour has it Samantha Dale's having a problem with her brother William. Suppose I might as well go and do a few side things like... I need to go and get that flu flame. Fuck, do you know what? I'm close to it now. So I might as well go and grab it now. Oh my god, how have I never got this one?
What are you up to
Oh
now?
my god. How have I never just passed that one before? Mad. I've got one more of them Hogwarts secrets to do as well.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Because I've done this
I
one.
think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
God, everyone wants to get hold of us now, don't they?
Something Professor Charles
Just let me jump over the side.
Oh, it's you!
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help.
Sounds fairly easy, but
Indebted to you.
it's probably not going to be, is it? Right. Oh, I actually, the Dale family tomb, I actually remember seeing that, you know. Oh yeah, I think actually I've been in. I must have been in before. I knew I'd seen it. I just didn't know if I'd gone in or not. Obviously I have.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on the sarcophagus there.
Oh yes, I remember doing that trial down there to the left.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start.
Right, well.
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare.
Was there a troll down here? Is this what that was? I can't remember now. I do remember being in here, I just can't remember what exactly was in here. I feel like it was a troll.
Lumos.
Yeah, it was definitely a troll. I remember fighting it. I would have had to have fought that now, wouldn't I? If I'd have never been in here yet. So another easy quest, because just like that bells one, I'd already done part of it before I even got it.
This must be Mama. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Simple as that. Like I said, it was similar to that bells quest where I'd already done part of it. I just, obviously I'll have seen that tomb before, and I just couldn't do anything with it until I got the quest. Saved me a job though, so not complaining at all. Go away, spiders. It's not letting me run any faster. Another nice and easy one, I'll take it.
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope.
I'm gonna go and grab my mallow sweet leaves actually that I normally grow at the greenhouse.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I bet there's some collectibles that I've missed down here because I haven't really explored the greenhouses that much. Right, anyway, back to Samantha.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Yeah, I thought it was a troll.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
Nice. Right, speak with Natty outside of Hogsmeade. Meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. We'll go to Natty first.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I hate that you kind of get your broom out. There she is.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Right, we've got to go and speak to 3 people. First one's in the 3 broomsticks.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Well, there's a bit of evidence.
Worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Right, next person.
Mr. Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often. I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
Right, last one. Agabus
On the
filled.
right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Right, back to Natty then.
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh, for God's sake, so I've just ran all the way out here to then run back into Hogsmeade again.
Good thing the Ministry
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it.
Oh dear.
She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Oh dear.
Nosy little students.
Oh yeah. So someone dragged her through the inn. No one batted an eyelid. Fair enough.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her. The footprints led to this room. There must be another. A hidden door. Revelio.
Cheeky.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Lumos.
Can I get through that? No.
Just keep an eye out.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection to a hormone.
Revelio.
I could use them.
Oh, there's an infamous.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
How are you? You didn't see nothing. Keep it moving.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few galleons in it for me.
He's gonna stay there, isn't he?
What's that?
I knew that. That guy was like glitch stuck. Wonder if I can run up here and... Go on, turn back round, I dare you.
Thought you could hide from me, did ya?
Oh god, where'd he come from? You know what, to follow us all the way back up here. Nah.
Now to finish the job.
He surely can't come this far. I don't think he can get past there. Alright, maybe not. Right, hopefully that's all of them. That infamous one's gone. Yeah, she's forgotten about us. I'm gonna go and try and catch her in the back. See if I can quickly get her. Nice. That's how you do it. The cheesy way.
Girls be nothing but trouble.
Right.
Revelio.
There's a legendary chest there. I'm not opening that. I say, why is that not moving?
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Say what you will about Felcroft, but the estate is spacious.
Oh my god, his health's gone back up to full. Are you kidding us? Right.
Revelio.
I know it's optional, but I want to find that love letter. God, where would it be? Oh.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
Nice.
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Let's quickly check that gear I picked up, because... Trash. 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 I've got one, I don't know what it is, so we'll take that you know where. Just came from there.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left.
Revelio.
Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
I've already had a fight on my way in.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Oh yeah, that was a great fight.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
I'm not going to be cheeky.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Alrighty then.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Stop saying that. Right. Right, I'm gonna go back to the room of requirement.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Right, we just got a leather sorcerer hat. Oh, nice. Increased damage by all plants, although I don't actually use that. Right, before I stop, I'm going to go and check on my beasts. Right, I had bread. Was it the Diricol? I think I've done a Thestral. I think it was these that I'd done, the Diricol. Let me just check, is there a little one? Amy Toads. There's the little Thestral. Oh, there it is. Right. So, have I got male and have I got any female toads? No. Right, I'll tell you what I will do then. I'll do the puff skeins. Right, that's 3. I need a toad, a female one. Might take the moon calf out as well in the job and all. So I've done puff skeins. I need to do Niffler, a moon calf, a job and all. Right. I will work on that at some point because that needs to be done. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it there. And then on my next one, we'll go and see Poppy. And then we'll probably do this main quest. I'm assuming that... I've never actually looked, but... I'm assuming to get down into this second part of the map, I've probably got to do some sort of quest to go through. That bit there doesn't really look like... It looks like you've got to go through somewhere. Oh, wait, Tomb of Treachery. Or maybe you got to go through that as part of a mission. And then you get down to this part. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Right. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. So, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you could drop us a like and a subscription, that would be amazing. It'd help us out so much. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.